Ratio and proportion identify pattern and also give like a numerical value to pattern. So if we look at a basic one here, here is a string of beads. The beads are either black or white, and we're asked to give the ratio of black to white beads. So in order to do this, we need to see where the pattern repeats. So if we follow along the line here, the pattern repeats here and the pattern repeats here. And what we can say is that every time we see 3 black beads, we see 2 white beads. In between those we put a colon, and the way to say that out loud, I'm having difficulty drawing a colon here, the way to say this out loud is 3 to 2. So we say the ratio of black to white beads is 3 to 2. Now, it doesn't have to be black to white. You can actually do it the other way around. You could say the ratio of white to black, and in that case it would be 2 to 3. The most important thing is to make sure that you have the repeating point at the correct point within the pattern, and to make sure that you have the letters written up above the ratio to make sure that you have them in the right order. Let's look at this example here, slightly different bead pattern. Again, we've got the repetition after 5 beads each time. So if we were doing the ratio of black to white, we would say 4 black and then 1 white, which will give us a ratio of 4 to 1. If we're saying it the other way around and we're comparing the white to black, we would say 1 to 4. Now, quite often when you're given ratio, you might notice that you can actually simplify it, and it's very similar to fractions. Fractions, we say whatever you do to the bottom, you also do to the top, and here we say whatever you do to the left, you also do to the right. So if somebody gives you a ratio of 70 to 100, let's say there are 70 black beads and 100 white beads, then we can reduce that ratio, we can simplify it and say, okay, what can we divide the left and the right by? Well, in this case, we know we can divide the left and the right by 10. So the simplified ratio would be 7 to 10. Here's a couple more examples. So 6 to 8, here we can divide both sides by 2, which will give us a ratio of 3 to 4. Doesn't like dots, this thing. And then if we go 15 to 50 for our next ratio, we can divide the top and the bottom by 5, which will give us 3 to 10. Here, 12 to 16, both of those are divisible by 4. Well, they're impressive dots. So we've got 3 to 4. I think I've sussed it now. And here, 10 to 20, quite large numbers to begin with. We can, of course, divide by 10 to give us 1 to 2. So that's the basics of ratios, making sure you've got the letters in the right place, counting how many there are in each part of the repeated pattern, and also realising that you can simplify them.